It was all still in there, so that's why I think you're right. We're like, he took a couple bites and was like, nope, and then just left.
He's like, yeah.
He made his soup and decided, like, I'm gonna go walk around.
My perfect plan. I forgot about one thing. People pee in here. What's up, guys?
Not much.
I don't know if I should sit like this, honestly.
Get my mic a little
Oh, because
closer.
your knee?
Ooh.
You might need to do the other leg.
That doesn't feel right.
You
My
got me
hip
worried
is
about my
tight.
knee now.
I'm just gonna
Is that how it goes now?
genderless spread.
Gender.
No, I like it. Come on. Peer pressure.
Hey guys, welcome to the Kickback.
Where you get those OBGYN stirrups for everybody. Just balls out to the camera.
We're showing our solidarity
Yeah.
for all the women who have to do this.
It's
Yeah.
a little late for March, but
Yeah. March Madness.
I'm dilating.
Women's Month.
Yeah.
Gross. It's I don't know what to do with my leg if I can't do that.
You can keep it there.
I should have brought like a.
Tiger's Balm. Ooh, I heard
knee.
that.
That's just normal.
Yeah,
for me, though.
that's what you normally pop like that. Oh,
Dude.
wait, hold on. What? Do that again.
What?
That's your
It's my
popping.
toes.
Oh.
No,
toes
it's more like I lock my toe up like this and then it slaps the ground.
Okay.
Are you like double jointed in your toes?
I don't think so.
Take off your shoes. Let's
I
see
did
them.
a-
Let's see them piggies.
I did
Let
a
me see them
backflip out of a
sniffers.
treehouse when I was a kid and I landed on this leg. So my foot and ankle are kind of.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, wild. You guys can't hear it, but he pops.
It's like pop, pop, pop.
It's like it's like a dud pop too. It's not like a crack. It's a duh, duh, duh.
Yeah.
You gotta bop it out of your
I'm
leg.
bopping.
So one thing I do have to say is you and I used to work at the same place. We can't
Yes.
say the name of that place.
Okay.
It's just social media stuff.
I
But
know.
um,
And the place we live.
yeah, and working there, one of the people that comes up, they always tell me that when they got older and started hurting, they can remember like, oh yeah, I did this weird thing, like I jumped out of a treehouse and I fucked my knee up when I'm older.
Am I the older guy you're talking about right now?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's gonna be you. Well, I
Okay.
mean, you're 23, so
I am not 23. No.
it's a joke because
Yeah.
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 I understand.
Okay.
Somebody we know celebrated their 7th, 23rd birthday this year.
That
Man.
I'm an idiot. Why did I keep upping my age? When
I don't
could've
know.
just-
You could have stayed
Stayed.
22 forever.
Ah.
Imagine how much easier it would have been for you
Okay,
yesterday.
well, in like 2 months, I'm gonna turn 30 again.
You gotta stop forever now.
I can't go backwards, but I can pause.
Right. Maybe that's how I live longer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
like
just-
29, 29, 29, 29.
To our
Make it
benefit,
stop.
I found out that centennials, the people who live above 100, are
Mhm.
all below 6 feet tall. So
Really?
you can't be taller because like the bigger you are, the
Harder it is for your heart, yeah.
Yeah.
Suck it, losers.
I've been telling people
Yeah.
forever that the taller they are, the faster they're gonna die.
Yeah.
All those bullies in high school, it's like, yeah, you might get the better part in the prime of your life, but when I'm 90 something, like, you're gonna be wishing you were me.
I say that confidently too.
Yeah. What, you don't like my confidence?
No, it was great.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I'm lulling you into a false sense of.
Oh, like a Black Widow.
It's like reverse confidence. Like, how do Black Widows lull you?
I don't know. I just don't like them. I said it and I gave myself shivers.
I
It was
saw
bad.
it.
It was bad. I looked at a couple of them.
Thought you were
Started
just
looking
back
in
on the
corners of
energy
room.
Huh?
I started looking in the corners
Oh,
of
yeah.
the room now. It's like,
Yeah.
Probably gonna get a little itch on the back of your neck or something.
Why?
I don't know.
What's
It usually happens. You were talking about all the weird bumps that have been appearing on your hands.
I know.
I'm pretty sure they're bug bites, dude.
I know. Should I just go and order a new bed
You
today?
fingered any questionable people lately? Maybe it's
No, I
FTDs.
I know all of them.
FTDs.
I think they're all at least okay humans.
Oh.
Is that no?
like,
I don't know.
I went to a
humans?
BJJ competition the other day. I didn't know some of them.
Oil check. Oil check. Oil check.
It's always worse when you get a leaker, right?
So, hey neighbors, today we have a guest on. This is Anthony.
Yay.
Brownthony.
Brownthony, Guesthony.
I can't believe you came up with that name for him.
No, I didn't.
Guesthony.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, Guesthony was fine. So wait, hold on.
Classic Braden.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, we could do Guesthony, and Brandon's like, what about lawn care service thony?
Yes, I have a teammate again.
No, this is
Yes.
bad.
As it was written.
As it is how it so shall
What
be.
is it? It's Lisan Al Gaib.
Lisa, no, guy.
And today we actually have some more crack pops. I'm gonna pop my crack. How you, Anthony?
All right. Oh,
That was like the sound they play at the movie theater. It's like whoosh, whoosh, and then they pour it in there.
No, I don't know. I've not been to a movie theater for a while.
You haven't seen Dune 2?
No, I have one of the popcorn buckets though.
What is wrong with you?
Brandon's too busy doing two chicks at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. Up here.
That's why he's got the bumps on his hands.
You should see my penis.
I don't think you understand. We're against him.
No. We could be teammates. Middle ground.
Middle ground,
Yeah.
okay.
Stay winning.
Damn it. I was like, notice the color of our cables, but you guys are red.
Ooh.
No! White flag, white flag.
I surrender. So there are a few things. The first one is I don't know if we'll ever invite Anthony back again because Buddy won at basketball again for the first time in like 3 weeks.
And you blame it on him?
Yeah, that's the only thing that's changed.
Yeah.
Oh, we
You're
also
wearing
played
shorts.
outside today, and I'm wearing shorts. Never mind, you're allowed to keep
You
back.
only won when you started wearing pants. And so I was like, weather.
Yeah, you did tell me that you thought about that today.
I didn't think.
You
I knew.
reverse brain danced. The other thing though is Anthony has a very interesting job,
Yep.
full of piss, shit, and hopefully not cum. But
Sometimes.
sometimes it could be.
When you
I hear
gotta go,
Robin's
you gotta come.
Robin's involved too sometimes. And I just want to hear some of these stories, or more specifically, I want Buddy and the neighbors to hear some of these stories.
Oh yeah, of course. So for my job, I have to clean the plastic porta potties you usually see on the side of the road or construction sites. And the stuff we find in there is stuff that just should not be in there. Because you should only have your 3 Ps: poop, paper, and piss. And the things I found in there are usually never that.
Is that like an official company slogan?
Yes. That's like
I'm gonna move this a little bit.
That
for
is
you.
amazing. Poop. What? Poop, paper, and piss.
Yep.
3 Ps.
The 3
Yeah.
Ps. That's the only thing that should be in there.
Damn it.
Then when you find a pair of socks, gloves, glasses, expensive glasses.
Bodies.
How often do you find like phones,
All the
like
time.
wallets, and all that?
Why don't they just dig it back out?
Oh,
I'm going.
I feel bad for them sometimes because we got basically this big long tube. It's like we call it the stinger. So it's a big metal rod and it has a vacuum attachment put onto it. So you open this valve and it just sucks everything up. So I try to basically suck up all the liquids.
Gross.
And it'll get clogged up because somebody's brand new phone will just stick to the bottom.
And you're
Oh,
like,
no.
score.
So I'll suck up all the liquid. I see the phone. I'll like stick it to the kind of like you know Luigi's Mansion where you get where you suck
little
at the
vacuum?
vacuum. Yep,
Yeah.
you get the coins stuck, whatever. Yep. Just do that. Somebody's brand new iPhone 15.
I will say it is interesting. You do have a new iPhone. I know.
Yeah. I'm like, just don't smell it. Just don't put it too close to your face, you know?
I tried cleaning out that port, but
Yeah.
You should put it in one of those like UV phone cleaners and you're good to go. You don't even need to wipe anything off.
yeah,
I just leave it on the ground outside from him. Like, there you go, buddy. I dare you to pick it up. Yeah. I'd say right now for this year, the worst thing I found, there's a country festival that went on recently.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found an old Comcast remote. It's not the Xfinity one, but you know the Comcast ones that have like 90 buttons that nobody used?
Yeah.
And they're vaguely foot-shaped.
Wait, why was this at a country festival?
So there's the weird part. It was wrapped in a condom.
It was wrapped in a gold.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, oh, that was one brave cowboy. Because this is inside of a porta potty.
I just realized you said it was foot shaped.
Yeah.
I've misunderstood a foot fetish. You might be right. That might be the worst fetish.
It is. I'm telling you. I'm going to start a campaign.
Okay, we had this
As soon as this
conversation.
dumb president one is done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think is the worst fetish? I thought we had agreed last time that it was the making out, passing egg back and forth.
I just don't think that's a real one.
Look it up.
Passing
Pull out
an
your phone.
egg?
Egg, yeah, a
You
hard
get a
boiled egg.
hard-boiled egg, you know, you just put it in your cheek, go kiss your homie, and pass it to them, and then they give it back.
Yeah.
Is that called snaking? I feel like
Yeah,
some
good.
snakes would do.
smart. Yeah.
That was good. What do you think it is, though? I think we're leaning towards foot fetish up the
Foot
ass.
fetish?
I think that's pretty bad.
The worst fetish. I want to say anything that involves copious amounts of money.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm okay with those ones. If somebody wants to pay me copious amounts of money as their fetish, I think,
I fucking hate when people make me have sex with them on a pile of hundies.
Yeah.
especially when they let me keep it afterwards.
I thought you were gonna say anything that involves the 3 Ps is probably a bad fetish.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I changed my answer.
But I mean, the money thing is the paper, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was kind of thinking more like on the. I don't know if you guys hear about the sponsor thing.
Sponsor thing.
So like a lot of those Instagram models, supposedly how they make their or fund their expensive lifestyle, is they get these Saudi Arabian dudes who have a fetish for pooping on people's chests. But it's like, would you let 3 dudes poop on your chest for $250,000 and a
Oh,
trip
wow.
to?
That's crazy. There's
Somewhere
3
fancy.
dudes right here.
Yeah.
I
You comment
mean-
below if you would let 3 dudes.
I
Poop on your chest.
mean, $250,000.
Only
That's a mortgage.
250,000?
I heard that's where it starts.
That's where it starts?
And then it gets worse the more money you're willing to do.
Each
Sure,
dude-
255,000, 255 over there. You just become like the that's what like the influencers need is like their agent, right? Who's just
Yeah.
an auctioneer.
Is it to
You
go
to the
ahead and
chest
bump
poop
the
auction
prices?
Yeah.
of Dubai.
But you can't do it at 255. I think you have to do it like 25,000 increments at least, right?
I don't know.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's,
they
it's
got
3
crazy
dudes.
money.
It's 3 dudes, and it's already 250, right?
Mhm.
So you have to do like 75,000 increments.
I think 25 sounds about right. You up it by, what is that, 10%?
Per dude, though? But per dude already is 33%.
Well, yeah, but you're upping it by math. I wasn't quick enough. What is that? If you do, it's like
27,000?
3.33% per guy is upping their bet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So for them, they're like, oh, I only have to spend another $6K. That's worth it. Let's go. And then they're like, okay, 275, 300, 325.
The way I'm thinking about it is those 3 dudes were willing to pay me $75,000 to do it, and the next person will be as well.
Is it worth it? Is the real question.
6 dudes are nothing. I want at least half
Yeah.
a thousand, $500,000.
Oh, you're adding dudes, not just out competing?
Oh
Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I was imagining you got your pods of 3,
I see. What
and
you
they're
mean.
they're betting against each other. Like
Okay.
I want to be the one to poop on her, not you
see.
guys.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like, yeah, you get more money by having more dudes come dump on you.
Yeah. Not dump cum.
No,
Yep.
nope.
Good old Stinky Sally. I don't know what they call
Oh.
it.
But you said it's where?
Dubai.
Dubai. So Indian spices, it might smell good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you ever notice a difference with the 3 Ps or just the cleaning in general between like a construction site versus like anywhere
Yes.
else?
Oh God, yes. Carnivals are the worst. I don't know
Really?
if it's carny food, because like on top of the carny people eating like funnel cakes and those massive corn dogs all day, you can tell that they're on heroin. You find heroin and like baggies of cocaine in
Oh,
the
man.
unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably the worst smelling out of all of them. So if it's like, oh, there's,
Yeah,
some
that's a
fun
good question.
facts.
I need you to answer the first question. You deal with those peas a lot more than like I do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, would you?
No,
No.
250,000
I don't know. I don't.
and a
no.
free trip.
And a free trip.
Once a year, you get a free trip, $250,000. 3 dudes shit on your chest.
I don't know. What's a Dubai diet like?
I don't know.
Curry.
Does it
Yeah,
matter that
right.
much?
As somebody who sees
How much
it
fiber do they have?
Yeah.
That's the big for me.
Because
Can I wear a mask?
Oh yeah.
Is it oh my god, I don't like this conversation. Let's get away from it.
With people doing stuff with like gas station burritos and stuff, you tell because that's the grossest thing to me too. Is people eat while they're inside of there and then just throw the wrapper inside of the tank.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
insane. I can't do that. I have a hard time like if I'm in a out in public, I don't want to bring my water bottle into the restroom.
Right?
Like whether it be a porta potty or just like a restroom.
Yeah. I know people use them as porta potties, smokehouses, anything they can do in there because it's outside the job site, outside their bosses.
Yeah. Eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So next question. Do you eat ass?
Yeah. Right?
Would you eat ass?
Would I eat ass?
Yeah.
I was born eating ass.
What does that mean?
I fell out upside down. Yeah.
Oh, I just can't wait for the time for whoever, if that was ever true. And they're just like playing Never Have I Ever. It's like, have you ever eaten ass? It's like, only moms.
God pulled me out.
God.
Bill quarter's too short and kind of bungeed.
Hey, sometimes they tear, right?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
No, when I was born though, they said I had a cone-shaped head. So
You had a really?
yeah,
That's dope. I came
don't
out
know what that
purple.
was about. Yeah,
Yeah, my umbilical cord was wrapped around my throat 4 times,
Hey.
which I think is pretty common.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Born eating ass,
Yeah.
born Major Tom.
Yeah. How were you born?
C-section.
Uh-oh.
he wasn't born. He was released.
Yeah. It was removed like the tumor I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. The carnage you will lay upon this world.
I just found out getting a C-section is like way worse than giving birth though.
Is it though?
They have to like rearrange their guts apparently to do everything.
Yeah, like I guess like when I look at it, it looks easier just to cut open and take the baby out.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff in between those 2 areas.
I think they pull out like intestines or something, push it to the side, and then grab the baby out.
Yeah, but like squeezing like 9 pounds of stuff.
Through that, what used to be this, and is now this.
Yeah.
Is that the normal size of a
I don't know.
vagina?
I've never seen one.
Yeah. Just guesstimating.
Yeah.
Jesus, if that's the case, like
It seems about right. I don't
a
know.
hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah.
Have you
They are
ever
babies.
found a baby in a?
No. Though I have found a baby turtle in one.
Aww.
It's so
And
sad.
I think it was some dad who just didn't want to take care of his kid's pet and just threw it to its death inside of it.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was like in the middle of a construction site. I'm like, there's no way a turtle this small crawled into a.
yeah, like out
Poor
of
body.
nowhere.
So yeah, that's one of the closest thing I'd say to a baby I found in there, or to an animal.
Are there any sites that you're going to work and like, hell yeah, we're going here today?
Yeah, some of them I have where it's like nobody knows that toilet's there, so it just never gets used. So I just dust it off and leave.
That's actually dope.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
easy
I'm just
money.
trying to think, like, what would you want? You got to go somewhere where, like, for some reason, everyone that's gathered there is like constipated.
Yeah,
Is that better? Is moist better or is hard better?
probably moist. Winter's the worst because they freeze and they're just like solid footballs because they go through the hose and
Damn.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just burping.
okay.
I'm fine with this conversation.
Okay.
No, I was thinking constipated because then only like people
They
are
don't get
peeing.
as much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, people are just peeing because no one can actually move their bowels.
Yeah.
What a weird term.
Yeah.
I think if it's like for like, there's this one spot we had this in an office. It was mostly ran by women, and they refused to use it.
Oh, okay.
So it was only full of pee. So that one is easy.
Ooh, yes.
There's like a, what do you call it? There are people who refuse to use a porta potty,
Yeah, you go to like a germaphobe meetup or something.
Yeah.
and it just wouldn't get used.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask about where the worst. I know carnivals.
Oh yeah.
But I know there's some good stories about some of the things you found,
Yes.
either in the porta potty or like just in the casing itself, not in the toilet.
Yeah, one of them, they opened it up and they took out all the toilet paper rolls and basically took all the toilet paper to stuff, like basically make a layer on top to absorb as much water. And somebody threw a safe in there. And I guess what happened was the 7-Eleven was closing down and they had one of those safes underneath the counter where they put all the money, and one of the employees knew. So he had taken the safe out and then tossed it in the porta potty to go get later at night. And it had like, I think they said like $3,000 cash inside of it. But we go to do it, and like all the water is basically absorbed into all the toilet paper. They basically emptied out in there. And we just saw this giant safe, and we're like, what the heck? So we put on like those big rubber gloves that come up all the way to your things to grab it out. And we contact the people like, hey, why is there a safe in your toilet? And the owner comes flying down and finds out that like he looks at the camera and sees his employee like yanking the safe out of the ground. And
So they
taking it.
see the employee who it is too. Like they,
Yeah.
oh man.
Because he thought he was timing it perfectly, I guess, because they were shutting down and the whole place was closing to get bulldozed.
That is crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to think to check the safe before they total this place.
Yeah.
Right. It probably would have been easier for him just to open the safe and take it out.
Take the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Than to like carry it, throw it, and then try to figure it out later on.
I think he just didn't know what the code was. He was gonna like
just chip at it.
Yeah.
Man,
so I'm just gonna store it here where they won't look.
That's interesting.
That's the type of guy that would get shit on his chest for $250,000.
Oh yeah.
Or 3.
Or 3. Yeah.
Just $3,000 because that's all. It was.
Yeah.
They're like, would you let 3 dudes take a dump on your chest for $250? Sure.
Yeah. Why not?
1,000.
Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah.
So-
and then downtown, we got a lot of people who live in them.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's spacious apartment. I hear Bender does it, so.
oh yeah, yeah. We get some guys get mad because you're out there trying to clean it. Like, get out of my house! They come screaming at you.
You get confronted about it, really?
yeah.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, some of our guys had knives pulled on them and attacked and stuff. So
That's such a like. I know that's the correct way to say it, but it feels weird to have a knife pulled on you instead of a gun.
yeah,
They're
A knife pulled on me.
squatters' rights, you know?
Yeah.
That's a big problem right now.
yeah.
Because
Do you ever go pick it up and there's just a dude squatting in there? It's like, nah,
Yeah.
this is mine. I'm squatting.
someone doesn't understand the legal term.
That's another short. That's a
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm writing that down right now.
I think one of the worst things I saw was one guy who was living in it. He was using like because there's like a door rack for like if you need to take off your coat, hang up your coat.
Yeah.
But he had all of his clothes hung up on there, and he kept setting fires randomly on each walls, I guess to keep warm because it was the middle of the winter.
Oh damn.
And then he had used the urinal he like clogged part of it with a cup ramen cup, and then I guess filled up the urinal with water and made ramen inside it, and he like lit a fire underneath the urinal.
Oh man. So it wasn't like he didn't take the cup they already had
Yeah,
and use that as the container. He used the urinal that people had pissed in before.
as his bowl.
Man, the flavor in that.
Yeah.
That's,
And he took all the toilet
do you think,
paper.
was it a chicken flavored one? Because at least that one's vaguely yellow.
It was
Like-
yellow. It was still in there, and I'm like, I would hope this
How'd
is
it
chicken
taste?
flavor.
Oh.
I was like,
How,
take a whiff.
how do you know he actually made the ramen and that's not just like
The ramen was still there.
Oh,
It had, like, the
him
fork
just
in it.
pooping it out though?
Oh,
Oh.
did he?
I think because so what he did was he took the cup and he blocked like the hole where it was supposed to drain into the same tank. So he had the cup right there. The ramen was still in there with the yellow liquid, but he took all the toilet paper cores, like the cardboard and the toilet
Yeah.
paper. He had stacked them underneath and used it to light a fire to burn the.
To boil the water to
Yeah.
But when you're desperate, I guess it's just it's sad, but
It's like
I
weird,
just-
sadly creative.
yeah.
There's gotta be first of all, why don't you just eat the ramen raw?
I know, right? Of all options, or if you're gonna be lighting a fire anyways, like why not just have it up above it? I don't know. Why do you have to do
Well,
it
you
in the
can't
urinal?
you can't boil it in the styrofoam cup or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. What about
But
but
like
there's
you
a
really
sink,
can't
right?
find like a metal bowl somewhere.
There's no sink.
Yeah,
I
some
don't
of
know.
them, if you pay for the expensive one, they come with sinks built in. But most people don't offer that. They just get the cheap
Fair.
one that has a urinal in the wall.
Yeah, what is a urinal but a smaller sink?
Yeah.
honestly.
I mean, if you
know.
can pee in the sink, why can't you make ramen in the urinal?
Yeah,
That old saying, you know?
that's crazy. Do you think he didn't finish it because he's like, damn, this tastes like piss?
Yeah.
Like-
I think that's why it was still there.
It goes through all that effort, takes one bite, it's like, why does it? Oh, this is disgusting. It must be like expired or something.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not that hungry today. That's
Yeah. So he wasn't there when I got there. When I got there, I was like, sent a photo to my dispatch people like, hey, this guy decided to make soup in here. So we get this pulled out because like the floor has a giant burn mark on it for we set a fire of all the set a bonfire in it, So
What about okay? I mean, it would have gotten so much plastic there too. It didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Was the bottom of the urinal just destroyed? Was like a hole in it? Yeah.
yeah, like it was starting to burn from the bottom. So at that point, we had to rip that off the wall and just like put a new one on. They're like weirdly built to.
Like Legos. Like
Yeah, like you can pop one part out, pop one out.
Modular.
Modular.
Yeah. There you go.
It's all just cheap plastic.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's... If you're making piss ramen, just like find me and I'll buy you food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at some
That
point,
sucks. But like there's no way that was like even in the top 100 best options for like I am starving, I need food right now. What do I got?
No, like
Oh, yeah.
my cousins eat it just raw. They'll just like
I would eat it raw.
yeah. Before I try to
not
cook
that
it in a
bad.
urinal.
It's not that bad. You just
But I mean,
like
was
get
it
the
during
brick-
winter?
Yep.
It was during winter. So I mean, the heat maybe it just got to him.
it's a lawless land inside that.
What if he
toilet.
wasn't eating it? What if he just wanted? Never mind. He just wanted some mushy wetness, you know?
What?
He wanted the seasoning,
No, the
the man seasoning.
Because you could just light a fire if it's like the heat you need. You don't need to make the soup to warm you up. You
yeah.
and he had no problem lighting a fire.
Yep.
Obviously, it's
He
probably
didn't eat
someone
it.
who has like some.
I think he fucked it. That's all I'm saying.
How do you fuck soup?
Was it was it just the noodles, or did it have the broth still?
It was, I guess, that's why I didn't know if it was broth or like maybe the other construction workers saw it and like whatever. Like
And it's
just pissed on top of it.
Oh
Like
my
it's already
God.
in here.
And I forgot about one thing. People pee in here.
Yeah.
Why is everyone peeing in my sink?
Yeah.
I like to imagine that it was a more positive story, right? He's doing that. He's sad. He's like, I'm hungry. I got to do this again. And then on his little phone, he got a call and it's like, hey, we're going to offer you the position.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, hell yeah. I don't have to do this anymore. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
His phone that he found in the toilet.
Yeah,
right?
it was a brand new iPhone 15. It was,
Yeah.
Like, can you work today? It's like, yes. Tell me where.
Dumps it and leaves.
No more piss ramen for me.
Oh, man. Okay, so you found a safe, iPhones, a foot-shaped dildo that used to be a remote,
Yeah.
piss ramen.
Tuesday, somebody put...
Tuesday? Just barely.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday, it's every week. They ran out of toilet paper, so some dude used a copy of Ender's Game.
Aw.
Yeah, I only know because
Man.
a hose gets clogged and pull it up, and all of a sudden I see the cover of Ender's Game and a bunch of papers in there that are wadded up. I'm like, that poor book.
Damn.
Desperate
Yeah.
times call for desperate measures.
At least I see the logic there.
Yeah, like
You're way
you're
better
stuck.
than piss ramen.
Yeah.
It's like, this is paper.
Yep.
Paper's paper, man.
When they run out of paper, that's probably the worst gut feeling you can have because like the first thing you do, you come in, pull it out, see how much toilet paper's left. If I see none, I'm like, I'm gonna find socks, I'm gonna find underwear, or a book,
Oh man, or a book.
napkins.
Maybe that's people are just wiping with the phones.
Yeah,
They're not actually dropping them.
There's like
There's like, I should have brought my book.
Damn
Damn it! I hate I have to do this
Open up the Kindle app. Yeah.
again.
the Kindle app. Swipe to the next page.
I'm going back to hard copies from now on. Yeah, always check the toilet paper before you go.
Oh yeah, it's bad. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, so if they're running out every week, I'll put extra toilet paper up in the corners and rafters so they can see it because I'm like, I don't want to pull your socks out of here.
Yeah.
Were you able to? Did you work there during COVID?
No.
Okay, I was wondering like how strict did these like porta potties and stuff get with their toilet paper? Like, because toilet paper there for a minute was like an exclusive item for some reason.
Ours is so cheap. Every roll is like 50 cents because
Wow.
it's the thinnest ply. Like
Fair.
it's practically light sandpaper.
Light
So-
sandpaper, man.
That's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah, low grit sandpaper.
Yeah.
Have you ever found one that's just tipped over and?
Oh, yeah. That's something we have to do a lot. So actually, Wednesday.
Whoa,
This
All
is
of these stories are from this week.
yeah. Within the year. But on Wednesday, this is another thing I hate too. If we have a porta potty next to a middle school. So what the kids decided to do that was
Kids.
hilarious is they found fireworks and they threw it inside the unit and
Sure.
then tipped it over. So
why tip it over? I don't get that part. I know you don't know the answer, but like,
Maybe it's just really powerful fireworks.
yeah.
oh, yeah.
They didn't actually tip it, over.
It
The
jumped
fireworks
and
just
tipped. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was burnt shit all over the ceiling. And then it was tipped over on its door. So when that happens, you just tip it over and wash it off. We have like high pressure hoses if we need to spray them down.
But what about the inside?
Yeah, just so.
Yeah, you
so, you know, you've seen cartoons when somebody's like bathing and they got that like big
Yeah.
toothbrush that they're washing their back with. That's what we use to wash the inside of it. So we spray a bunch of soap on it, dip it into a bucket of water, slap it, and start scrubbing.
And then it just goes into the lawn.
Yep.
I
Lawn,
don't
wherever.
feel safe going to the park anymore.
Yeah.
I just-
Wherever, just rinse it off, and if there's a pile of it, suck it up with the hose and move on. It's all plastic at the end of the day. so
Fertilizer as well, you know.
Yeah.
We're doing God's work there.
As long as it tips on
Oh
its-
God.
I guess if you're going to tip a porta potty over, please tip it on the back. Because then it goes, they have like the chimney pipe, and that's meant for if it tips over on its back, it just goes up the pipe, but it doesn't leak out. But if it tips on the door, then it's going to go everywhere.
Okay. You probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everyone's like, remember, always tip it to the door.
Yeah. Always on
You
the
want
door.
to cause the most mayhem because, like, why else are you tipping porta potties?
Yeah.
It's like cow tipping, it's just for the fun. After you do that, or what's the process when it gets clogged?
When the hose gets clogged?
Yeah.
So when it gets clogged, the clog could either be in your hose, in the metal part of the hose, or up in the truck. But what happens is you get all this vacuum pressure, and you have to be really careful about where you relieve it because it could explode everywhere. And what we say is it only needs to happen once, and it happened once to me, and I was like on the verge of quitting. But my boss was like, "No, just go home for the day and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Oh man.
So if you ever need to like get a free day off,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you're one shit explosion away.
Yep. So that happened to me once, and it was same thing. Some guy, I guess, he used his socks, and then for some reason balled them back up and threw them in. So the sock was just like this solid, compacted thing, and it got stuck up in the hose. But I couldn't get it to unclog, so usually we just have to throw the hose away at that point.
Okay.
Because we have a big 40-foot long hose between the vacuum and the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't get it undone. But what happened was the truck had so much built up pressure from the top, and where it was, there was empty space. So there was no way for me to relieve the pressure. I was like, I just need to like take the hose off because I was trying to see where the clog was. Because usually you can just switch the ends and it'll suck out the other way.
Sure.
But basically, I go to do it and I undid it, and there's all this just liquid shit right next to my head.
Oh.
And I go to unpull it, and it explodes and just hits me in the face. And I just took an entire shower. And
So you have to say yes to the 3 dudes for $250.
right?
Because it's gonna be better than that for a lot more money.
That's true. Now I
It can't
think
be
about
worse.
But yeah, I was like 15 minutes into my shift, and it was snowing outside.
Mm.
And so, yeah, I basically because also on our truck we have so the big tank is split in the middle. So one half of the wall is shit, the other is fresh water. That we use to rinse them out and put the new water in the tank. So I basically taken out the freshwater part and just like rinse off my head and everything, and took off all my clothes. I was driving in my big truck, basically in my underwear. Get to
winter.
Yeah, in the winter.
Yeah.
Get to my boss, threw all my clothes in a garbage bag, and drove in my underwear back to my house, and took like the longest shower I've ever taken.
Yeah, that sucks.
That is awful.
Yep.
Is there not a trash can on the inside also?
Nope.
Like, there's not?
No, so like we have
Why-
like a mini 5-gallon paint bucket that we can use for trash.
But I mean, like, inside the unit.
Oh no, I wish.
Because, like, I feel like that would solve
So much.
so much of the
But
clogging
it would
issues.
get
Because
filled too fast.
Yeah, we always ask them because some of them put the big trash cans next to the units.
Yeah.
But these people would rather just
Yeah.
Throw it
Throw
in the
their
toilet.
dildo remotes into
just
the
between the legs.
urinal instead.
Not a
Yeah.
problem anymore.
Do you think they meant to, or did it just slipped out?
If it's something expensive, I find expensive vapes all the time down there
Really?
too. Yeah, so I'm I know that somebody's crying about that. Or with the cell phones and stuff.
Man.
But
Okay. What's the worst story with someone exploding on them?
so it actually happened to my buddy.
Yeah.
And at the end of the
Thursday.
day, yeah. No, this was a couple months ago, but he almost quit too. And it was the end of his shift. So at the end of our shift, we have to take our truck to the water recycle plant, which is actually next to a golf course, and they use this water to fertilize golf courses.
Okay.
So this is where
I'm
the
glad I
porta
don't
potty
golf.
water goes. Yeah,
Recycling.
Yeah.
it's fertilizer
Reuse.
water. It's pretty cool. But we have to go and basically hook up to this giant machine, and we turn on this. We reverse the pump, so instead of it sucking up, it shoves out, and it shoves out into their big tank or whatever. They clean the water and use it for golf courses. So he's doing it, and the same thing happened where somebody thrown a T-shirt in there, but it sucked up the first time fine, but coming out it got clogged.
Man.
And so he was trying to undo it, but he was on his knees basically trying to get this thing undone. And when it finally came undone, and he's like, "Oh, there's just a shirt right here." He goes to grab it, but it had 600 pounds of shit pressure basically. And he's telling his coworker too, because they're on a 2-man route, which there are 2 guys doing it. He's like, "Man, this goddamn T-shirt," and right he says "goddamn" and opens it, the shit water just goes right into his mouth.
Oh god.
Just at full force. It knocked him into the ground too, to make matters worse.
That's the worst money shot I've ever heard of.
And he was like, that was when they were done with their day, so he basically tried to drive home. He was
Oh my
I'm
God.
not coming to work tomorrow, don't call me. Yeah, he told me he threw up 7 times before he was able to get in the truck and drive
Fair.
back.
Yeah.
I'm like, at least didn't go in my mouth, but still.
Oh my god. No. That's disgusting. That's so bad. That is so
Did he
bad.
get tested for some sort of disease after that, right?
He should have. He should have. Do you know if he did?
I'm trying to think because what happened to me, it didn't go to any of my orifices, I guess, which was nice.
Yeah.
But so before we go, we get this when you get the job, you get this hardcore shot you have to get twice that prevents diseases. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
Can I get it?
Yeah. Is this available for anyone? Just in case.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to get clotheslined by a river of shit water.
What was the shot called? It's I remember asking the thing too because it was a huge needle, and they're like,
I don't want it anymore.
and then you have to
I'm
go
okay.
a month later
Yeah.
and get the second version of it, and then you're immune to a bunch of stuff.
Jeez.
That's crazy. So, have you had anybody that's like, I'm quitting today, and just fucking squirt gun all over the place?
It's like the gasoline fight from Zoolander,
Yeah.
but with the shit hose.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. We got that shot.
I'm trying to think if I haven't had any crazy incidents about people quitting, but a lot of people do get fired for doing crazy stuff, whatever, you know?
That is insane to me. Like, I feel like this is the type of job that you just need one explosion and you're done. That people would quit from all the time.
Yeah.
But you have people getting fired more than you can quit.
Oh, yeah.
They're quitting. What are
But some people do just quit, and then you're stuck working more days.
right? So what's the firing stories? What are some of those?
Firing stories. Oh, man. This is more like relationship drama, but still insane.
Okay.
One of our guys, they're like, so at night after we get done, basically the guys, the night crew, they load up our trucks with like toilet paper, refill the water tank and stuff. That's all they have to do. And the night guy, him and this other night girl were dating. They hired a third night girl who I guess was also a stripper and an escort.
Okay.
And he starts coming to work late, even though they both live together. He's like, oh, I just, I can't wake up or whatever. But she's like, she knows something's up because then that escort girl's not showing up to work. So she goes driving home, finds this dude. And the worst part is he lives at her house. He doesn't like have his own place. So he invited the escort coworker over to the girl's house and hired her for her services with the paycheck to do her on his girlfriend's bed that he lives at. And that caused a huge drama where all three of them.
I wonder why.
And she didn't spray him with the shit hose.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If anyone deserved it.
Oh yeah, no, they just end up all beating the shit out of each other, I guess, in like a brawl, and
Did all three of them get fired or just the dude?
everyone but the escort.
Everyone with the escort. Okay.
Yeah, and then the one chick came back to her job, so they just moved
That's
into
it.
different shifts.
There you go. That's
That,
crazy.
that one was crazy, and then I'm trying to think. There was something where one of the guys was stealing something.
This is my shit.
Yeah,
I'm taking it.
I think it was just boxes of toilet paper and supplies and selling them on the side or something like that.
He hasn't got past the COVID times, I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
He's. I know it's coming back.
Toilet paper was like gold back then.
Yeah. But some of the people we hire, we get the most insane people. One of my coworkers, his name was also, I shouldn't say that,
Okay.
but he was
His
recovering.
name is Jerry.
Yeah, his
That's
name was Jerry.
generic.
That's
Yeah.
our default.
It was those things where he gets in the truck and he just had swastika tattoos all over his head. I was
God
like,
damn.
oh, and he was like, I was training with him for the day. He's like, oh, don't worry, man, I'm a recovering white supremacist. I'm like, right on.
Not recovered. He's
Yeah,
like,
He's
recovering.
working on it.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is white people shit. I want to know.
It smells kind of Hispanic to me.
yeah. So I was like, all right. Yeah, you meet some crazy people because we're a second chance company too. So if anybody's been to prison, like you can immediately just get a job there. They don't care.
That's how you started working there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was like the thing too. So the reason I got the job really easy was because I have no record, so I can get onto any government job site. Because if it's like if you have any sort of felonious record, you can't get onto an army base or any federal area.
Mm-hmm.
They might have to.
How bad are those ones?
Oh, nice, because they don't use them.
Oh, nice. There you go.
So yeah, I had one I was on a military base, and they were working on some sort of silo or something.
Mhm.
And the dudes there, since the army, they had it for like the painters, but the painters didn't really use it because they were just painting like a silo or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, every day just go in, dust it off. But I had to get background checked every day because I don't have like a federal ID or military ID.
Mhm.
But they run a background check on you every morning to make sure you're not like a
Serial
Recovering white supremacist.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
they gotta make sure I'm the safe brown.
They walk up and they have the Home Depot paint list. And
Yeah.
Like, no, that's good, Brown. You're good.
They're all like, Lisa, no good. See if I react and move.
It's the Family Guy meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to get a background check.
Yeah. Or one of them too is a rocket building site.
Okay.
So where they build like those cruise missiles.
Mhm.
We have one of those in Utah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I was like, I don't know if
That's
I
not
said
okay.
This one's not okay. Okay. Phil.
Who's Phil?
Yeah, I don't know if that was something I could say or not. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
you're
shit.
So cruise missile type thing?
Yeah, it's like a company. They're one of the top 3 companies, but they have like a hidden base.
Okay.
And that
And
one,
you know where the hidden base is.
yeah, because we're not. I'm not a felon. I don't have any record.
Right.
So I'm allowed to go there.
But if you wanted to become one,
yeah.
you have that info. So if you're hiring,
Yeah. So yeah, if that one you can't have any sort of record. You have to have a legal passport, and you have to be able to pass a background check.
you have to have a passport?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. What is that like? Why is that a credential?
I think it's something to do with like you have to have a passport because you're because they can pull up your passport info and see if you've left to any of the countries.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Actually,
they look at your passport and see if it's been scanned to any like enemies. quote
yeah,
unquote, in the United States.
unfriendly nations.
Yeah.
So what'd you go to North Korea for?
Yeah. Not just for fun. I'm like the one Utah guy.
There was
Just
a
the
crazy
sights, man.
porta potty out there.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm really dedicated. Okay.
Dedicated to cleaning them. Yeah, they always check. Do you have any weapons on you? Bombs? How do you feel about the United States? Like random questions about that.
Generic questions.
Yeah.
We do have a question we asked our last guest as well. What are your thoughts on the Jews?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny, huh?
Oh. I like bagels.
Yeah, like bagel.
I've actually only met 2 Jewish people in my entire life
That you know of.
Yeah.
that I know of.
I don't know if I've ever met.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I talked about this like last time. I just don't like. Apparently, it's really easy to tell for some people, but I have no idea.
The only reason I knew is in junior high.
Unless they have the.
No, he bought the Star of David. They bought him like a platinum, diamond encrusted
Hi.
Star of David that he would wear on his shirt,
Uh-huh.
or I guess like a chain. And then the other one because, yeah, same thing. We were talking about like Christmas in junior high for some reason, and she's like, "Oh no, my family celebrates Hanukkah." I'm like, "Okay."
Interesting. Thoughts on Kanye?
Kanye, Mr. West.
Yeah.
I like his earlier stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Not not anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
So
Or not admitting it.
yeah,
No,
or he's
He,
not
he
admitting it.
can't for his job because of all
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
Jewish
I'm like covering
porta
up,
potties he's got.
pulling my sleeve down.
Yes. Thoughts on the Jews?
Oh my gosh, some of the
They're great.
That dude got in your truck and he was like,
Yeah.
"What's up?
oh,
You're like, me
lift up my
too.
sleeve.
What's up?" You're like playing both sides. You got like the pro-Jewish tattoo
Yeah.
and the anti-Jewish tattoo, and then whoever you're with, you just show them that side.
Yeah, playing it cool.
Yeah.
But I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, sorry.
Was that good?
It's gone forever.
Like the first job I got when I moved up here was they did the tech for like the drones and stuff that the U.S. government uses.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. Yeah, there's a lot of that military stuff.
Oh yeah, they were starting to become the Silicon Slopes, as they say.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Now that it's election season, graffiti's gone up like 200% at our job.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that affects it a lot. And one of the things too that was making me laugh is like a lot of these guys try to take their pocket knives to carve swastikas on the wall, but they're not good at it. So it's like all these like crooked windmills, or they're not going this. Like I guess the correct swastika is it needs to all go in the same direction.
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't realize that, so like it starts to go one direction, then the other side's going the other way, and so it's all these.
Love it.
Yeah, really bad. Almost.
Well,
window
what's the
panes.
peace one? What's the? It's like an Indian tribe. It's the opposite of the swastika or something.
Oh yeah, it's just a swastika turned the other way.
It's just.
I thought it was
okay.
just the swastika, and the like Nazis hijacked it.
Yeah, the Nazis took it, and I think they like
They just flipped it.
mirror flipped it. Yeah, but you can't use it either way because it's like.
Yeah,
everyone
now
knows
they
it.
ruined it for
Who's
everyone.
gonna know? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things like the swastika.
Yeah.
So, okay. You see swastikas
hmm
for political purposes?
Oh no!
Or-
like whenever it's an election season, it's something they warn us. It's like when it's the election year, everybody takes Sharpies, spray paint, any sort of graffiti. They put their political opinion all over the porta potty.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you noticed one side more than the other?
Yes.
Or is it not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's always like FJB,
Democrats, right?
Yeah. FJB, Trump 2024, like everything like that. It's like,
That'll convince a lot of people.
yeah.
Do you
Where
think
do you get your political opinions from? Well, you know,
Porta
when I'm
potty
taking
door.
a shit in a porta potty. I just started to think about it, and then I saw it just came to me.
They're like on the doors, like, you want to know the real truth? www.infowars.com. It's all
They get-
massive.
All the Joe Biden stickers from the gas pumps where it's like, I did that.
Oh,
You
there's
just
one
point
on
into the
seat.
toilet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that.
One of my sites has that, and I can't take it off because we have like the way we get, if somebody puts stickers on a thing, we have a blowtorch that we can turn on to blowtorch them
yeah.
and take it off.
Ooh.
But one of my job sites is a gas refinery. And if I start up the thing, I'm gonna blow up the whole place. So,
That's great. No, yeah.
Like that sticker just lives there.
Only takes one blow up.
And everyone's quitting. Do you think your job could be a teller of like a economic crisis? If you go to a carnival one year and it's just there's not as much there.
Yeah, I think so. There's some that
She claws at you if you put her on your lap, right?
Yeah, she loves
Never
to jump
mind.
up there, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
I've trimmed her nails recently, so if you're feeling
I got scratched enough.
yesterday,
Yeah.
Yeah, when COVID was happening, we had a huge problem with people stealing all the toilet paper out of the thing. Like they would just open up the units and take the entire roll out and then just leave.
they felt so smart.
Yeah,
That's better than the safe.
yeah.
It's worth way more.
Just getting the grittiest, cheapest toilet paper.
They're using their book and their phone to wipe and then taking the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a team member that got into like a lot of the sanitary products before COVID had happened.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like he went and put a whole bunch of money in the stock market.
Oh,
on,
like stock. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what his reasoning for it was. Like, I don't know, but he's Vietnamese. Maybe
He's a
one of the-
genius.
But yeah, he made a whole bunch of money from it.
Wow.
Because everything shot up like crazy. Yeah.
Probably just no surprise. He's like, I'm paying a lot more for Lysol lately.
Yeah.
I should put money on that.
Hey, man, this is like doubled. I should just. It's only going up.
Yeah.
Can't go down.
Till, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only gonna go back up again though.
Think so?
What?
Is it this month that we're supposed to have another pandemic based off of how it went, or was it in March?
I thought it was March because
Okay.
the joke was 2020 and 2024 are similar in that it's oh god, the 49ers and the
Eagles.
no, it's the other team that played for the Super Bowl. The Niners and the other team, and they were both in the Super Bowl 2020 2024. Chiefs, yes, the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift drama. It was Joe Biden and Trump are both running for 2020, 2024. I can't remember
The same Super Bowl team wins.
Yeah, and then it was like, and then COVID happened in 2020. Will that happen again in 2024? Yeah, maybe, but yeah, I think COVID happened around March, so like,
Yeah, I think it was a month after the Super Bowl.
so we're safe.
Yeah. No COVID.
We're good.
No COVID too.
No one's getting sick ever
Well,
this year.
not Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Other than that, I missed probably the worst thing I've heard by like a week. Because some of us, we have to share job sites. If it has to get cleaned twice a week, it's like we come on Tuesday, come back Thursday or Friday. But I'd clean it on that Thursday, and then the next Tuesday, the guy went to clean it, and he found a dead body in one of them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess the guy just died in it over the weekend, and nobody had any idea because the job site we had was huge. It was like 55 toilets because it was like probably the length of like 4 football
He's gonna
fields.
jump on you. I'm not sure you're.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so. If you had to pick the worst place to die,
Yeah. He just like the guy had overdosed inside of it.
oh, yeah.
So what happened was
He was having a good time.
yeah.
Unless it was like a fear-based one. He's like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I need to calm my heart. And he just actually did.
Maybe the way he was kind of weird. So I guess he goes to clean all the toilets and he's like, there's somebody in it. Sometimes you just got to wait for somebody to get out of it.
Mhm.
He waited like 10 minutes, like, what's taking this guy so long? Kept knocking on the door. And he's like, and usually some of these doors are flimsy enough. You can like pry the door open and see a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like knocking on the door. As he's knocking, he's looking at the ground. He sees like blood. There's dried blood at the bottom of the thing. He's like, oh crap. And so he opens the door and sees somebody's leaning up against the door. He's like, hey man, are you good? Are you good? And he props open the door and like hits the latch to open it. And right when he does that, the dude just falls on me. You can tell how stiff he is. And he's like, oh, this guy's not.
Oh, but isn't there don't you have a story about somebody using a knife and just like cutting someone? Was it
me.
you?
Yeah, I got a scar on my hand from that.
Whoa. So it was the same idea that you were trying to cut the latch open, but your hand was
Yeah.
there, or what?
So that one, we were trying to get the door open. We were even joking too, like, what if we find a dead body like Josh did, you know? But like I was propping the door open because this one, they broke the latch completely and twisted it in a weird way. Because usually it's like L shaped, and it's just the tall part of the L that's blocking the door. But they like somehow twisted it sideways, so it was both sides of the latch that were pushing on the door, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So like both sides of the L were hitting the door, so we couldn't get it open.
Yeah.
So we were trying to bend it to get the door completely open. And I had my hands up here, and my buddy had like a buck 150 knife.
Just on
He's
him.
like, yeah, he's on him.
Yeah.
Like the one from Scream, basically, because that's why he liked it. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just going to like hit it with the thing and we'll open the door. I'm like, cool. And so we're going and he's like wiggling it, trying to get it. He's like, I almost got it. And basically uppercuts me with the knife and cut my hand open right here.
Yikes,
that
I see
scar right
it.
there.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to just not do that the other way around.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I was like, but yeah, didn't find a dead body that time at least. So
That's good. Yeah. Just
just
pain.
went home early that day and got 5 stitches in my hand.
It's funny that's like, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have that happen to me than most of the stuff you've said.
Yeah.
So
My favorite is for you guys, the neighbors, just watching Buddy struggle today.
shut up.
He's like,
I
my feet, I can't.
I don't think I even explained it, but I hurt my knee in jiu-jitsu, and so I don't want to do this, but I have spent 30 years developing my sitting habit
Yeah.
of doing that, and it's a struggle, okay?
You're figuring it out. It's so weird that you sit with your leg in like that, but you walk out. He walks like left leg goes straight, and then right foot sometimes goes.
Like this.
They can't
Oh,
see
I
it.
can
They
feel
gotta
it.
go higher.
There we go.
Perfect.
It's hard, okay? Wait, no, that's the same, because it's like knee points that way,
Oh, okay, yeah. Just
Either
the foot
way.
angle looks weird on the. Oh yeah.
which means I probably shouldn't do that either.
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay.
You can. Hey, 30 is not too old to learn how to sit.
Hey guys, what's up? How are you doing today?
Welcome to the Kickback podcast.
You just gotta grip your knees really tight too. And you
Chilling, relaxed here. What about you?
We're not worried at all.
Posture check.
gotta flex my calves for the.
They gotta look huge.
Oh yeah, we should have told you about that before recording, but we are constantly in a state of flex
Oh, is that
because
what
we want to appear big.
It's like stretching casually.
Always.
I just love the idea of me flexing, and it's just my tie-dye shirt.
Yeah. It's okay as long as you're not flexing like this, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Start voguing while we.
Oh,
No, you're not doing the typical move people do when like, oh, it's gay.
yeah. Do your own thing. I'm itching, dude.
So in
Get
like
off
in-
my.
I think that actually is the end of the episode just about, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just end it, making fun of me.
Yeah, that's good actually. I like this.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
You
I'll let you have this one because you're so
start making fun of me,
depressed
and then I am.
about losing basketball.
After this, you and I, we're going back out there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna win this
You
time.
lost when I'm injured. What an idiot. Oh, okay. Yeah, flex on me.
What about you, Brady? What's the worst thing you've seen in the locker rooms?
Huh?
You accidentally like pop your knee.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No.
Actually, feels kind of good.
No, you'd pop your hip. There, that's the Z lock.
The Z lock.
Yeah, that's what they call it because your foot looks like a Z, and you rotate it, and so your hip pops out of socket.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's
not good for you.
So what it is if you just do this?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. It's like the grab your thumb and extend thing.
yeah. Ugh.
It's like, yeah, guys, don't do this.
I saw a new one of that. I don't know if it's the same thing, but somebody was like, to improve your grip strength, just put your thumb in your hand and squeeze as much as you can.
Yeah. And you're supposed to like if you go like that, it pops your.
Well, they didn't
ligament
say
there.
to do that, but I feel like
It's the same principle.
yeah, if you just squeeze hard enough and you just
Why don't you just get a freaking grip strengthener?
right, just
A
grab a
gripper.
bar and do this.
Yeah, I think if you, it's like one of those dumb internet tricks where like you tell somebody to squeeze like this. I'm not gonna do it, but you like snap your thing
Smart.
like that, and it snaps a tendon.
Prove
You
it.
can get somebody to
I
break
don't,
it.
I don't, prove it. I don't believe you.
Like
I
that,
didn't bring a drink to pop, so here we go.
Sorry.
goes to the hospital.
Committed to
Those
the bit.
old fucked up internet pranks would be like, oh yeah, you can make crystals in your closet. You just got to mix bleach and ammonia. You hover over it in the dark, you know.
And
You
close
ever
your
see
gas
images
yourself.
like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I love the tricking strangers into killing themselves.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one and the breaking your tendon are the two ones I know.
those are the good pranks, not like these
Yeah.
kids these days.
Yeah. I don't know. The devious lick one was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, just was stealing things, right?
It was just from your school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just like taking the partition door and leaving
Yeah.
with it.
I mean, if you think about it, right? Like you're only messing with the teachers and school officials who are like one of the most important jobs and the classically
Yeah.
underpaid, but like,
I thought yours more
Hate
just like the
children.
janitorial you're messing with, you
Yeah.
know, which are probably even more underpaid. So I was talking to some of my team members this week,
Mhm.
and they said I've dated myself for like how old I am, because I said when I went to high school.
you didn't go on a date with yourself.
No, I didn't go on a date. I
Okay.
hate that guy. When I was going to high school, in the cafeteria, we had people breakdancing and playing hacky sack.
Oh yeah.
Right? Was that in yours?
Breakdancing, hacky sack. Yeah, that's most of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we were just getting phones.
Right. And apparently, like, I get it, I guess, but that dates how old I am, which I don't know. I'm not that much older than
What do
them.
kids do now?
So I was like, what are yours? Like, I don't know. We had like people that were like furries in high school. They'd walk around with tails and all that. Like, there was like one cat girl. So I guess times actually have changed. I think the right was onto something. They were-
Okay, I don't want to be one of those guys, but back in my day, things were way better.
Oh man, I was a part of a dance crew, and I had a b-boy name.
Mm.
And
I was b-boy Anakin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
Nothing cool. It was just because a funny story when I was in kindergarten.
where you
and-
killed a bunch of kids.
No,
No.
the teacher asked what our name was. I just barely seen Star Wars Episode 1. And so I told her my name was Anakin, and she wrote it down as that. And it was like on my school file until like my mom came into the
Man.
parent teacher conference and talked about like, oh, Anakin, he's such a good kid.
You're like,
Mom's like, who the hell's
"Oh?"
Anakin?
That's such a funny
Yeah.
little
Man.
kid thing.
can you imagine like somebody asks you your name, you just give them some stupid, ridiculous name?
Yeah.
Not me.
And like you trick the school and they don't yeah,
Yeah, just go to graduate, and it's on my certificate, my diploma.
that'd be good.
I was
Anakin Ramirez.
mentioning,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was trying to save you.
Oh, really?
But I
Oh,
shouldn't
nice.
have.
I was
You
trying to
did.
lean into it.
It wasn't
That's
the first
okay.
time I met you, but he was over one day for a party and he goes to introduce himself to all the people. And what was your name?
No, there was just it was the be awesome thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Bray awesome.
I was like, it's Braden. He's like, yeah, you can call me Bray Awesome.
it was
Bray
bad.
Awesome. And this,
Yeah.
he was not a kindergartner.
No, I was like 23.
He's a tax-paying man.
Yeah, it's one of my first thoughts actually.
Like, he filed his taxes this year, and he said that.
Oh, yeah, if you haven't filed yet, you're too late.
You got to pay money
See
now.
ya, reporting you.
You specifically.
I get 10% of whatever they steal from you. I mean, take or tax or whatever. What happens if you're late on taxes?
You just owe money, right?
You just owe how much?
Well, they also have like another extension, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, you might not be late.
I think, because I remember there's one, I didn't file for 2 years. I just ended up getting 2 years of tax refunds back.
Oh,
But
nice.
I didn't make a
Score.
lot of money at the time, so.
There you go. So that's
Right.
what happens.
The IRS comes
Nothing
after you,
bad
like,
will happen.
you have not filed taxes, and you're like, okay, I'll file, and they're like, oh, we owe you.
Yeah.
JK,
Rats.
LOL.
Hello.
I think I was 19, just didn't make enough for them to come after me. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, what do you mean I have to file taxes?
Hey, what is this?
They take it out every
What do
paycheck.
you mean? Yeah. True. Why don't they just? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting double taxed. No, my at my job, I think some of the worst ones are I found shit in the sink once, and that one I'm like,
Sorry, dude.
why? Sorry, it was
My
you.
bad. I was making ramen in the toilet, so I needed somewhere to shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, did they pick it up from the? Okay. Can you come up?
When I worked there with you, I had a similar situation where somebody shit next to the toilet. And I'm like,
Yeah, I've had that where they just like they miss. You're like,
yeah.
how did you do that?
Men.
Yeah.
I was like at the handicap stall, and it was so deliberately nowhere near the toilet. I'm like, you were mad about the cancellation fee.
Yeah. Right.
Ooh, that probably is a lot of it, huh? Like
I
when a
don't know.
member starts getting like feed or something, and they want to get back at corporate, so they shit, and no
Okay.
one anywhere near the guy that makes the decision
Right.
has to clean it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to know, like, did they shit in the sink or did they shit and catch it and then put it in the sink? You know?
Yeah, if I think about it, those things are
Kobe.
kind of far away from the.
Yeah, it's like there's not kind of a
It's kind of a high angle to.
right. It's
Put yourself
not
up there.
necessarily gross. This next one, but it's an odd one. I just in the ADP stall, so the handicap stall.
Yep.
They had like a carton of milk and then a whole bunch of the. If you go to Smith's, you can get like 50-cent or $1 little like packages of cheese. And there's like 5 or 6 of those in there, and it's just like, I don't know. to me, sitting down on a bench, taking a hot shower, and eating milk doesn't seem like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But my job's usually not too gross. It's just, I don't know, weird drama.
Yeah. I remember one time that same exact shower, some girl decided to dye her hair blue.
Oh, happens still, like
Oh, yeah.
weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she comes out and runs on the treadmill and just blue streaks coming down her face because she just didn't rinse it.
Oh, no, not that one. That one doesn't happen.
That's kind of hurt if it gets in your eyes.
Yeah.
We had,
well, I guess it happened because somebody came in. It was at, let me think. I was barely getting off the shift, so I was like, oh, that's Soren's problem. Because I think I was the 10 o'clock and she was the midnight grave. And I was like, yeah, that's.
That's awesome. Was this one, because this would have been around the time she was first working there then, or?
Yeah. Me and her were probably just still friends at this point, too. But yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Soren.
Yeah. I saw she was like the blue guard on her face on the treadmill, like, oh. Because, yeah, somebody came in like, hey, the women's locker room, there's like blue all over the handicap shower.
We had a dog come in once and like shit all over the floor in the women's restroom.
Dog?
Yeah.
Oof.
Because
How do you know it was the dog?
I hope it was the dog. Maybe it was the woman because she was taking a shower at the time. So like the dog was just roaming around the locker room. We had to tell her no, but
Well, yeah, you can't do that.
yeah.
I can't remember when I worked there if there was ever anybody brought service animals in. Is there like a service animal thing?
Legally, we can't refuse them.
Makes sense.
Because of the implication.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining the lady like taking a shit in the bathroom and then like doing the dog scoot thing, just scooting through the
Scooting
shower.
to the shower.
Yeah.
We had that one guy who smoked meth in the shower and then ran out naked.
What?
Were you there for that?
No.
Oh.
The worst one like that I've had. Well, there's I guess two. One dude who would just go into the locker room and just be naked for like 4 hours, and just like not like casually naked. It felt like it was kind of targeted.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
He's just there to hang
Yeah.
out.
No.
just
Literally.
chilling.
Yeah. Literally. He'd sit there. He'd put like one leg up onto the bench and just like. He'd do it and twist this way so that his genitals are open towards the opening, but he'd be watching the TV over there. So he'd be like,
And to make things worse, there's like only 2 benches in this locker room too. Like,
Yeah.
there's
doing
not a lot in there.
the Captain Morgan or whatever.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing the kind of work. Or he'll go to like, there's a mirror back there and he'll just stare at himself.
I mean, I get that.
But I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be a fat shamed individual, but he weighed like 400 pounds. I don't
Yeah.
know
More
if he
of
was
him
just,
to love.
yeah,
Very deliberate at that point.
right. Like I don't think it wasn't like the typical gym bro thing of someone just like admiring themselves.
them,
Yeah.
what they've worked for.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe he did work. That's mass, dude. He cultivated a lot of mass.
I actually heard a rumor that that's what John Travolta does to pick up other dudes.
What? Just naked in the?
Yeah, at the gym. He apparently hooks up with dudes at the gym.
Interesting.
It was on like Reddit. One of the guys like, look who I ran into the gym at 3 a.m. They're like, oh, that's not. Because John Travolta, like, I guess he tries to work in with people. Like, you'd be the only dude at the gym, and he'll try to usher you into the shower.
That's crazy.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I would.
Like yeah, if you go to that certain gym in LA at like 3 a.m., you'll see John Travolta hanging out naked in the locker room.
We had one person who was using the amenities, and then she walked out in just her thong and went straight to the Smith machines, and it's like, no,
Yeah. Like,
you
please.
Why
can't.
not?
Something about squatting in only a thong. Yeah.
Saying I can't do it?
Yeah. Not where I work. Sorry.
Fucking woke bullshit.
So
This country's gone to shit.
this is the worst. We hate this place.
It's my First Amendment right.
Yeah. Everyone deserves to stare at my dirt star when I hit this. Yeah.
Let me see. I want to show you my brown eye.
Yeah.
It's not brown. I do the sun bleaching thing.
I
I told you.
know. We talked about this. All right. But
Okay.
with that one, it is now officially time. So
Okay.
we will go ahead and end this one here. Thank you for watching to the end. If you did, after all the shit, the 3P stories.
Look at them just flexing on me. This is messed up.
You can hit the yoga.
If you are sitting like me, like the video.
Like the video.
If you're sitting like them, comment the video.
Comment.
It'd be weird if you're sitting like him.
Fuck you.
So we got 3 famous inventor guys.
Yuri is a scientist. I don't know if she counts on that list or not.
We can find
Is
out.
she?
We
Yeah.
have 4 guesses
She's the
total.
lady that invented Or not invented.
Inventors and
Cancer?
scientists. I
There
didn't
you
know
go.
that.
So,
That's
what-
cool.
she did-
She
she did
invented
what?
cancer. What a bitch.
Yeah.
Take that back.
She got
Why?
lasers or something. I don't know.
It was her long-term plot against OJ.
Yeah.
Sorry about all the people that had to fall in the
So it
meantime.
wasn't a stripper named Cancer.